Warriors, here's Chief coming at you. Finally, my birthday present has arrived. This is what Chief got for his birthday this year. You know, Chief always tries to get a new RC for his birthday. And I just want to let you know, this is the Cajun Commander ready to run brushless airboat. Now, when it says ready to run, they mean it needs batteries. Anyway, I always thought RTR was also included batteries, but that's fine. We'll go back up to the store and get new batteries, or get another set of batteries. I got some NIM batteries somewhere that should fit up in this thing because it's got DIN connectors on it. But anyway, enough of that said. Let's get to the meat of this situation. This is the Aquacraft model. That's just a nice picture. But you don't want to look at a picture. You want to see what's in the box. Or what was in the box. Anyway, this thing is huge. That's a standard remote. That's the Tactic remote. Good chance to play with that. But just with the remote sitting on it, that just gives you an idea of how big it is. It's not real, but that's fine. That's just, we don't want a real motor on this thing like that. It's just there for looks, but it is an airplane motor instead of like an RC car motor. So we'll go with that. We're going to take this off real quick, but I'll show you how I do that. You move this lever here and pull the seats out, and underneath the seats you got a waterproof servo in there for operating that. When the propeller turns, it creates the wind. And this here, they say from the videos that it turns on a dime. Got the receiver inside of a balloon. Alright, we're going to see if I can't get me like a Traxxas waterproof box to put in here. There's plenty of room inside this box for it. This is for AA batteries for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lights on this thing. So might be able to do some night swamp riding, if you know what I mean. But I'm going to go ahead and get that changed out also so we can run lipos in there. And then you're supposed to put your battery down in here. Not really liking that idea. Velcro on the battery. So we're going to come up with something different. If you got like a battery box to put in there, a waterproof battery box or something or other. But other than that, this thing is, get down in there. This thing is huge. What else did it come with? It came with 2 booklets, one for the remote, one for the Aquacraft swamp boat, and some boat tape. You're supposed to tape these off, but from all the videos I've seen, they're not necessarily taping them off. They're not really getting that much water up in there. It all depends on how you throttle it. The front end will come up like this. I'm thinking right here, or even back here, mounting my GoPro mount and doing some water videos going forward with this thing. I think that's going to be kind of cool. But I know some things I want to do, fix up that I'm not liking, and that's like how the wires are just all exposed right here. I'm going to figure out a way to fix that and make those look right. Got a friend of mine that does hydro dipping. We were talking about hydro dipping this something else. I mean, the camouflage is cool and everything, but if I'm pulling this behind the K5 Blazer, which is a skull camouflage, it's kind of clashed a little bit. I'm going to build a trailer for this eventually. Do a video with me pulling it with the K5 Blazer, and then taking it down to the water, and then unloading this, and then putting it. I got a pond not too far from here, and the way this is set up should be good for the snow. I mean, it's completely flat bottomed with no propellers. So I've seen this on wet grass. I haven't seen it in dry grass. But I mean, with this being the propulsion power of it going forward, and this being the turning of it, this should be able to go right across the snow quite easily, just as though it was on the water. Or maybe even better, once the wind starts picking it up and pushing it along. It is kind of a heavy boat. I will give it that. But anyway, Chief has a boat. Not the boat that most people would expect Chief to have, but Chief has a boat. All right, Warriors, this is Chief signing out. Peace.